I knew what time, pockets on deadline. Drip steady, flows on heavy. My up steady, be ready, blood money red. I was so happening this K.A. We back in this time. K so good he sleep with a cut up a turn, you know the little nigga on the tongue. We here to talk about. I wanna pop some cash. Only got $20 in my pocket. We here to talk about the nigga Macklemore, the homeboy Macklemore. We here to talk about him. We putting his ass on the clock. Now this is a weird choice for this, but bear with me. I know motherfuckers gonna be mad I'm putting this nigga on the block. When I say this shit, right? Because a lot of people always be talking to me. I don't care if they're writing in the industry, they manage a nigga, whatever. We just talking about them being a musician and performing music. I don't know if they manage. I don't know if they write for people. I don't know if they're a fucking music executive at one of the labels. I don't care about that, okay? So before y'all be like, oh, he's still helping people write. Shut up. I don't give a fuck about that. But anyways, we need to talk about Macklemore. And is it too late for him? Now, I do feel Macklemore, of course, he broke out with the big smash thrift shop off the first. Hold on, I gotta get all the albums and the EPs. I think he's only dropped like 2 or 3 like studio albums, because there was the 2 with Ryan Leslie and then the one by himself. I think it was called Gemini. I think that was the last project we did get by him. But yeah, let me just make sure what albums he dropped, right? It even lists him and Ryan Lewis as a fucking duo. But anyways, yeah, Gemini in 2017, that was the last one he dropped. The Heist was the first one in 2012. Then there was This Unruly Mess I've Made in 2016. The Language of My Road in 2005, which, okay, The Unplanned in 2009. Love Is Not War in 2015. And Open Your Eyes EP in 2000, which, that's fucking wild. But anyways, yeah, so of course the Heist was the big one. They have Thrift Shop, and what was it? In my moment, and put your hands up, cause the city can't hold on. That shit, he had numerous hits to the point that when he won the Grammy for Best Rap Album of the Year, everybody was upset because they're like, Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick, how dare you, which was a great album. But if you actually, he had some hits at the time. Like, I get it, bro. And the Grammys is low-key kind of a popularity contest, and at that time, it was what it was. Now, hey, they made up for it. The Grammys, I will say this. When there's a lot of niggas like, what the fuck? They won't make up for it. Hey, Kendrick been winning. So they made up for this shit. But it was what it was. Now, in his case with the Macklemore issue, well, not even an issue, to be honest. Macklemore in general, I feel like after he let him and Ryan Lewis stop collaborating and making music, I think that's when the turn happened, because we were just used to them together and doing their thing, so we were just like, what the fuck is this? I feel like that's what happened. Of course, Thrift Shop was a big thing, and this is like, can he come back to that thing? Because Gemini came out, and Gemini, compared to the other things with Ryan Lewis, wasn't really that good. Now, I'm not gonna say Macklemore started his career with Ryan Lewis, but it's like, just with Thrift Shop and all these other big songs, especially the tours and how like the albums performed when they were still together, it was like, what is this? What is going on? And that was the confusing part about it. And that's why it made no sense. Macklemore is a talented person. He's been doing this for a while. We could clearly see that. But it was what it was. It was what it fucking was. And it honestly makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense why they stopped. Oh, so wait. So wait, what was his first studio album? Hold on. So I'm guessing The Heist was his second studio album. So what the fuck was his first? Oh, it was the EP. The EP, the duo released Stay at Home Dad. Okay, yeah, because they're saying how The Unruly Mess is his third studio album. So I'm trying to find the first one, because this makes no fucking. I'm looking. They created the. Yeah, these are just EPs though. I'm just seeing EPs. There's no real album here. Oh, maybe Macklemore in general, his third album. Okay, my bad. But yeah, they dropped The Heist. Of course, that blew up. You know, Thrift Shop, Same Love. They did their shit, you know what I'm saying? Unruly Mess. The duo released White Privilege 2. Released 2 solo singles, Drug Dealer and Wednesday Morning. It was what it was. So yeah. So Macklemore announced via his Instagram the duo were on hiatus. So I don't know if it was like issues or maybe they were just tired of working together. So it was what it was. They did the tour after that album dropped, and that was it. And in 2017 he dropped Gemini, which it was whatever. It was what it was. He went on tour with Kesha, you know, when she was promoting her third solo album, Rainbow. Okay, and then after the tour began in Phoenix 2018, and then it concluded in August. So it started in June 6, 2018. It concluded in Tampa on August 5th, 2018. And after that, the nigga hasn't really been around. He hasn't really been around. He's just whatever. Now again, he could be really focusing on other issues. Like I said, like sometimes, hey, he could have made enough money. In this music business is the one thing. Everybody knows you're not gonna be hot forever. Some artists are, like how Jay-Z's career just is whatever because he became like a legend. But like a lot of people's like, oh, okay, they just try to make as much money as they can and then they leave. You know what I'm saying? Because they're new thing, trends change. I understand. Like, bro, before like 2015, 2016, nigga, did y'all really think mumble rap was gonna be as significant as it was? No, probably not. But it is what it is. So I'm not surprised if this is mentality and he got into other things. I've been reading he's been helping out with certain organizations and shit. But at the same time, my question here is, can he get back to those heights? And honestly, with those heights, you would have to call back Ryan Lewis. I'm not, because the way Gemini performs compared to the Heist album and the other one, the Unruly Mess I've Made, when Ryan Lewis was assisting him, it didn't do the same. It didn't do the same work. It was what it was. He's a talented rapper. He could rap. I'm not gonna act like he can rap. And maybe his music will fucking doesn't appeal to you. That's fine. But with his hype with Thrift Shop and This Is the Moment, with those type of songs, he gonna need Ryan Lewis and him to be back on page to get to that moment again and get that same success. In my opinion. Is he talented? Yes. And honestly, the way I'm looking at him, because after the tour, it just says he's been helping out with donation or personal life and all this other shit. I don't feel like he wants this music thing. Because I don't feel like, honestly, with everything he's done, even with Gemini, sure, Gemini didn't go crazy, but it still did decent. I don't think he would really have any label problems. To be honest, I don't really think he would. And this thing, artists gonna change. Now, I don't know if there's an actual beef between him and Macklemore, because they could just be PC, like, oh, you know, we just decided to stop working together. I need to grow, he needs to grow, so we're taking the time apart. Who knows? They could actually have some issues like, nah, F him, I ain't working with him again. Who knows? But I will say, when they were together, what was it? Magic. So, hey, of course, if we are comparing to his peak, which is the Heist, we need him back. Now, Gemini, it was what it was. Okay. But do I still think he can make contributions to the music industry? Yes. And I would like him to come back, to be honest. So honestly, yeah, he can make a comeback. Yeah, he can. He can. And honestly, I just feel like he would get the most attention if he gets like a smash like Thrift Shop and him and Ryan Lewis is back together. I feel like that would just build that momentum. And if he still wants to do some of that solo stuff he was doing without Ryan Lewis, he can. But if you're just trying to capture the moment and come back full force when you were at your best, you're going to have to call Ryan on the phone and say, hey, let's run this back one time for the one time. That's all it is, man. It is what it is. Hey, sometimes people compliment you. It's like fucking Future and fucking DJ Esco, Metro and 21. Sometimes a nigga just compliment you, you know what I'm saying? And he bring out your best. And he makes the music sound great. And all we want is great music as fans at the end of the day. But yeah, man, I'll send my piece. What do y'all think? Y'all think Macklemore could come back? Like I said, he ain't trash. But should he come back, and can he come back and be like a force? Because there's a difference of you just rapping and it goes unnoticed rather than you coming back and like kind of gaining traction and getting back that momentum you had before. I'm not saying gonna be as high as Thrift Shop now, but I feel like he could be a very good rapper and he could come back and do his thing. To be honest, maybe he might have to switch genres like fucking Machine Gun Kelly did. But hey, who fucking knows at the end of the day? But yeah, man. I said my piece. It was what it was. It is what it is. What y'all think of the video? Y'all fuck with it. Hey, check me out one time for the one time. You know what it is. It's K.A. You know, I'm still talking my little shit. But yeah, I'm off of this thing real quick. Shalom, Zoom, peace, y'all, Elsh gang. Aye.